Watch me break the internet with these 3 items. I recently made a video about industry standards that we should break, and I slightly triggered people with my here's how I do my color grading. So for full context, I work as a commercial photographer. I have done for 15 years, although I've been saying 15 years for quite a few years, so it might be quite a bit longer now, but I've been doing it for a while. I've shot global campaigns, I've shot national campaigns, and I've shot for your local restaurant down the street. The whole gamut. I've done it all at some point. The only thing I've never done is assist on a commercial job. Now, colour science is important for many reasons, and I'm not trying to downplay the importance of it. For example, this is what my camera's seeing right now. This is what's technically correct right now. This is how I like it to look, and it's all fine. There's a few stages to colour accuracy, and I'm going to go through them with you and explain why the iPhone, or the iPhone for me, or any, I don't mean the iPhone, like a smartphone, basically the device you look at daily is the idiot check. Now, first of all, this here is telling the camera what to see. So this isn't making sure your screen's right. This is stage 1. This is called a test chart. This is a basic one. This is from X-Rite. They do bigger ones, they do more complex ones. This is enough. It'd be rare that we bring out the massive dot one because it's a pain to use. You create your raw file with this, you give it a non-linear response to completely flatten it out, and you create a color profile in IPC, ICP, IPP. Oh, you know what I mean. Color profile. That creates this, and it makes sure that your camera is seeing exactly what, it's not that it's seeing it, it's obviously seeing it, but it's recording it or is able to convert it to exactly what this is. This is pretty idiot proof. Like, it's hard to get this wrong. As long as your key light source is on it, it should be fine. What you can't do is grab a shot like this, change the lighting and expect this to still work. Or change your lens. If you change your lens, you've got to shoot a new one. You change your aperture, you've got to shoot a new one, new ISO. Anything changes, new one of these. You want it to face towards camera. It doesn't work in backlit situations or things like that, but generally speaking, it's pretty good. And it's little things that make sure that this red here is actually displayed like that. This camera, if you just let it do its own thing, displays them in a certain way. This tells you it's correct. Now, being correct doesn't mean it's good. We shoot one of these as the final frame of every ad campaign, and we use it maybe on 1 in 10 because we don't necessarily want perfect. We want beautiful, and beautiful and perfect are 2 different things. Now, in order to know that your camera has got that and you've done it correctly and everything, you need to make sure your monitor is right. And this is my old calibrator for my monitor. This is a color checker. Some monitors, ISOs, have built-in calibration, or you can do this and built-in calibration. I use one of these. This is pretty good, does the job, it calibrates the monitor. This means, at this stage, your camera has seen the chart. I've told the camera what the chart is, and now I'm seeing the chart exactly as I should, assuming I have a good monitor in the correct location, the brightness of the room is correct, and I've absolutely done this correctly, and this has not failed. This is where things can go wrong. So if you've never calibrated your monitor before and you do this for the first time, you will suddenly go, oh, that looks green, or that looks blue, that doesn't look right. And you have no way of knowing whether it is actually right or not, apart from trusting that 1, this has done it correctly, and 2, there's been no user error. So there can be technical error and user error within this. And that starts to create a problem. And here is how I solve the problem. I spend more time on this device here than I would ever care to admit. I'm on my phone from when I wake up to when I go to bed. I know it's awful, it's depressing, it's bad for society. I know what correct looks like on this screen, so I stare at it all day. If something is wrong, if I see it on here, I'll know it's wrong. Now, granted, this is not calibrated correctly. This is not correct colors, and I wouldn't be able to color correct with it, but I can look at it and go, oh, that doesn't look right, and then go back. So if I've edited with my calibrated monitor and it's wrong, when I idiot check it on my device, I will know whether I've calibrated incorrectly. I also use the same monitor that I have used for a decade. Upgrading monitors all the time, it might seem like a sensible thing to do, get a better monitor, but you get used to a certain monitor. And again, I spend 10 hours a day at my monitor, and yes, it is starting to wear, but I know what it looks like. It's a 1080p monitor. You don't need 4K monitors. I don't know what you think your eyesight's up to, but mine definitely isn't up to 4K. Your 1080p monitor, I calibrate it. It's in a dark room, very important. I put black on the wall behind me for no glare. There's a hood on it, a shade. It's all very useful. But because of that, I know that if I've got it wrong there, I will pick it up here. And if I pick it up here and it's incorrect, I don't try and fix it here, obviously. I go back and I recalibrate my monitor because it means I've done something wrong. And things that can go wrong are an abundance. There could be a slight gap between the calibrator and the monitor. The monitor could have had a bit of a hissy fit during calibration. The software could have failed during calibration. The ambient light in the room could have been wrong during calibration and then changed. If the brightness of the room changes during an edit, your eyes and your monitor are off. It's one of the reasons we don't calibrate. Here we go. This monitor here, rarely calibrated, maybe like once in a blue moon. And the reason we don't calibrate this is in a studio. It's got a hood on it. It's decent enough. It looks pretty. We've just got like a general preset on the monitor, which looks nice, good contrast and sharpness. I've got a wall of windows along here. I've got LED lights above. I've got LED lights of a different color shining in here. I've got flash. I've got modeling lights. It's impossible to calibrate a monitor in this room. The reason when you go to a post house, it's like some weird dungeon in the middle of Soho. It needs to be dark, it needs to be black, it needs to be very low light. Everything has to be perfect. And that's why this is the absolute fail-safe for me for color management.